Oh, like that last game rubbed me the wrong way, dude. I ain't gonna hold it. And he has the Fort Buckner badge up. Sheesh. Nigga has inside stuff, pass rushing, leadership tackle. You see? Oh shit. I think offensive tight end is the hardest one to do it for a bearing.
Offensive tight end, that has some pressure.
Clear skies, but pretty chilly. That's the situation in Green Bay, Coach. Actually had a dusting of an autumn snow last night, but that's gone, and we are set for football at Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers.
I just broke up on accident.
I lost some payoff to throw that streak.
Every time.
Maybe if they using that middle safety with the Crawford, throw that streak.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, got a big place. It's hard to fucking iPhone go off, but it's my uncle's phone. What's it? My phone hurt. Uh-oh.
Ready? 90 Wolf.
Oh, I'm brother.
Hey, Jet.
Oh, what the God?
And whoa, he's going to hope that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, but it'll be second down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Minshew, man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
I was wide open.
Check, 47. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Pilot, 64, weak, 5.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay.
It is so
Give him 40 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Smith is a dog in Riggs.
You playing Riggs?
Well, not Riggs, but I'm in the league, and I got him.
3 yards on that last carry.
Bro,
Here's 2nd and 7. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He's got his man. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the ready.
55. Check 55. Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Let's go.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Nice.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
I want the Marty to get in there and let's go. There's a ball, yeah, okay, now let's get him a while. Yeah, I know you like that. Yes, sir. Come on.
Start up. PA shot this nigga all the way down the field.
Oh, I should have stayed up. I'm going for it. I'm off. So we about don't get it. Damn, man,
throwing on first down. Fields. And that is
I dropped
incomplete.
that.
He
But
couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Fields. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Boy. Jesus.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
It comes to that.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
What, out of what?
3-4 even.
Oh, yeah.
That pinch buck.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Big series right here.
You just for his ass. I'm got his ass up now. Come on.
Back to throw. Fields. Open here, Adam Thielen. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. Let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Fields.
He takes that.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's
that's it again. I'm feeling bad.
For the Packers touchdown.
I am
right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Streak when I'm using deeply.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He has no offense.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Fields. And Diggs has it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around the bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 1st down, Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down, but he's kept the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
That wouldn't hurt. That wouldn't hurt because I'm driving up the field. I might get in the red zone 2 times in a row.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. Really and he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
He threw it right to me, bro. Oh, if I had Miles fucking pick.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Wait, you playing another House game?
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
I got this man in quarters on me. I'm dodging him so bad. He's in quarters.
Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison.
He's in quarters? I'm out of the down. First down. Appreciate it.
And he'll get into the end zone.
He cannot stop scoring my
Minnesota. Alexander Madison, his 5th touchdown now on the year. as his guys are back within a single score.
I got shot for outrock that, man. That should be open.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead.
Both his touchdowns. I basically gave him 14. It ain't happening again. He's gonna throw it again. It's gonna be a pick. I'm calling it now. Calling that shit now. Throw that shit again with the pick.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
No,
this will be taken very short.
This nigga said I'm weak.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Oh, he doing it again. Guess what's going to happen? I'm calling it. I'm calling it. I ain't settling again, boy.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Do it.
Throwing on 2nd down.
He did it. He did it. He did it. We dropped the pick, though.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way
keep
out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot. Here's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
Well, you're in a soft squad. Fucking, what is this nigga doing? What is he doing? He's in a soft squad for a reason. What is he doing?
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And that'll wind up incomplete. Old play call there. Now it's 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That will have them to disrupt the play.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
I mentioned niggas. I forgot to be that damn 3-4 even blitz.
Yeah, I played that pinch up. That shit is.
That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
It's hovering too, so that nigga. How do you beat a hoverer nigga?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, beware, a ball may come your way.
I think he's looking spread his line. I'm going to go lab build right now.
Here's 2nd and 8.
That's what I'm using these leads for. The lab.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
I'm throwing all these picks and shit on him. That's the crazy part.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Switch gears.
Hey. Fight.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey.
Down, boy.
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Cough that up, man.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Niggas gonna have people eating them dead.
Hey, box drop, box
I'm
drop.
so damn mad. I'm real
Now.
Check line 47. I'm coming.
On 2nd and 9. Minshew. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Oh, this nigga doing.
Yeah.
They'll try and run forward with Lindsey. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Badgley's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Sorry, back, Nico.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Madison running right. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd and 11. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Oh, yeah.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll run it with Madison. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in... third quarter.
Ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, this is Madison.
Oh, they got to hold
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
Check 24, check 24. Check 3, check 3.
Another carry now for Madison. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On the ready, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
On 1st down, Muhammad. A gain of 3, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Watch the safety creep. Watch that.
They go again with Muhammad. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Check 55, Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Back to throw. Fields. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Operating from the gun. Fields. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Look, he gay. I'm about to tell you.
Who gay?
The story he told me what they doing at school, boy, they gay.
Oh, you talking about wow.
Tell them boys,
Now
we going
second
to
and 7 from the
none of that
23.
sucking our fingers and shit and pickles. That nigga's gay.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
DB Steen, when you
It's a loss of 4.
Jet passes.
Now 3rd down. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd.
Bravo.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Jacob, I need some new cousins.
Out of the gun is Minshew.
What
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to
this
burn
new
off the
generation,
turnover.
man.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get off the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they got to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Second and 9 now. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. It's just me and you.
Looking to throw. Fields. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. The rookie was trying to push him downfield with the safety ball.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. Well, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 28-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
57 to Mike. 57.
Back to throw. Fields. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fields. And he will find Ridley. That's complete.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, Fields. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
No. Check.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now Minshew got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 42 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking to throw. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Another run by Lindsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Green Bay, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the